Solo leveling has some of the most powerful characters in anime. Some can destroy entire armies alone, while others can challenge the strongest beings in the entire world. But who is actually the strongest? Today, we're counting down the top 10 strongest solo leveling characters, and trust me, the top 3 are on a completely different level. At number 10, we have Gunhee. Don't let his age fool you. Gunhee was far more powerful than an ordinary S-rank hunter. As the chairman of the Korean Hunters Association, he had incredible experience, strong leadership, and the power of a ruler. His biggest weakness was simply his aging body, which prevented him from using his full potential. At number 9, we have Christopher Reed. He was one of America's national-level hunters and possessed incredible physical strength. With the ruler's authority and his powerful transformation, Christopher was an absolute monster in battle. Unfortunately, his story ended before we could see everything he was capable of. At number 8, we have Liu Jigang. Known as China's strongest hunter, Liu was one of the most powerful humans alive. His incredible combat ability and ruler's power placed him far above normal S-rank hunters. He was powerful enough to earn worldwide recognition, but the strongest monarchs were still on another level. At number 7, we have Thomas Andre. Thomas was basically a human tank. His enormous strength, durability, and ruler's authority made him one of humanity's strongest hunters. When Thomas entered battle, very few opponents could survive a direct confrontation with him. At number 6, we have Bellion. Bellion was not an ordinary shadow soldier. He was Ashborn's strongest shadow soldier and had centuries of combat experience. His incredible speed, strength, and fighting ability made him one of the most dangerous members of Jinwoo's army. At number 5, we have Rakan, the Monarch of Fangs. Rakan was a true monster when it came to physical combat. His incredible strength and savage fighting style made him one of the most dangerous monarchs. Against ordinary hunters, Rakan would barely need to use his full power. At number 4, we have Baron, the Monarch of White Flames. Baron possessed overwhelming power and devastating attacks. As a monarch, his strength was already far beyond what normal hunters could handle. But the next 3 characters are where things become truly insane. At number 3, we have Antares, the King of Dragons. Antares was the strongest of the monarchs and one of the most terrifying beings in the entire story. His destructive power was so overwhelming that even humanity's strongest hunters could not defeat him alone. With an army of dragons under his command, Antares was almost unstoppable. At number 2, we have Ashborn, the Shadow Monarch. Ashborn was one of the most powerful beings in solo leveling. His shadow extraction, massive army, incredible combat abilities, and immense power made him almost impossible to defeat. But there was one person who eventually surpassed him, and at number 1, we have Sung Jinwoo. Jinwoo started as the weakest hunter in the world, but everything changed when he received the system. He gained incredible strength, speed, regeneration, shadow extraction, ruler's authority, and an army that grew stronger alongside him. After inheriting the complete power of the Shadow Monarch, Jinwoo reached a level that very few could even challenge. He went from being humanity's weakest hunter to becoming the strongest being in the world. And that's exactly why Sung Jinwoo takes the number 1 spot. But do you agree with this ranking? Who do you think is the strongest character in solo leveling? Subscribe for more and thanks for watching K Anime.